Welcome, one and all. It's the Bell Ring Report here Monday, November 20th. It's a great Monday here in the Philadelphia area, Delaware Valley, as we like to call it, as the Phillies made the initial splash in MLB free agency, signing one of their own, Aaron Nola. And here's the big news. And this is why we're breaking this down. This is Dave Gleckner from the Bell Ring Report, also powered by Heat Ratio Sports Network, where you'll find this live as we're getting into our daily videos. But the key to this was Aaron Nola always wanted to be a Philly. He was drafted in first round back in 2014, pick number 7. They've groomed him. He's been great, durable. He didn't want to have to go through free agency. He wanted to sign last season, but he had to go through this final season when he decided not to take the deal last year. And he had to pitch probably with a lot on his shoulders. And what ended up, he had one of the worst seasons of his career. And it wasn't terrible, a 4.46 ERA, a 3.9 WAR, but I think some of that pressure really got to him. And to this point, he showed up in the last month of the season, pitching the game or the playoff clinching game against Pittsburgh. Then the opener, one of the series against Miami, clinched that series with a great one. Came back against Atlanta, pitched great. So he had a really good playoffs too. So the Phillies knew they wanted to bring him back. And what I say is, he was their number one priority this offseason. There's a few names out there like Yoshi, and I really do think they'll still go after another starter, maybe through trade too. There's some names I'm hearing. Dylan Cease would be a really nice piece to consider, especially because he's under arbitration and 2 years of team control. So he would bring back a little cheaper salary. But it was Nola all the way. And they got it done, and I'm really happy. 7 years, $172 million. Yes, the last two may be a little rough, but let's look at Nola overall. We've had some guys here in their later 30s that have done well. We think back to Jamie Moyer, who even pitched into his 40s here. And the way he pitches and how he's not a super power pitcher, his stuff could probably last into year 35. Now, we'll have to see how he takes care of himself, but this is all about the next 3 to 5 years and trying to get a World Series done, and they need a 1-2 combo, and they got a great one now with Nolan Wheeler. So what's next for the Phillies? Well, what's obviously next is Nola can go out there and pitch freely. But I would love him as our number 3. And I hope they do go out and really strongly go hard after Yoshi from Japan, the ace, the Cy Young winner. He's only 25, I think. And the Phillies have already done some work. They sent Bryce Harper to do a little bit video reel to try and recruit him. Be a great fit. Obviously, last year we saw the guy in Boston, the rookie up there. He's losing my name, but he was a big Bryce Harper fan. Bryce Harper is a big icon out in Japan. So being able to use him as your recruiting tool is a big deal. And I think the Phillies will have a chance. If they do not get to Yoshi, then I do look in the secondary market for pitchers. One of my favorites was Masataka Yoshida. See, this Yoshi's on my mind. But one of my favorites is Sonny Gray. I think Sonny Gray would be an ideal fit. I think he's only going to fall for about 3 years based upon his age as well. A little shorter in stature. Guy's about 5'10", throws tops out similar to Nolan, 92. But I think, he's a guy that could fit in well into this rotation. And I wouldn't be surprised. I think Caleb Cotham has some ties back to Sonny Gray. So that would be a nice other piece. And then finally, I do think the Phillies will attack the outfield market. I know, we still got Castellanos, we still got Schwarber, but their bench was bad last year. We lost end of the season with Jake Cave striking out. I don't need to see that again. I think they do need some secondary bats, if not even be aggressive and get a primary bat and try and figure out what to do with the Casty Schwarber issues. So they're not done. That's one thing we know from Dave Dombrowski. So been a great day for Philadelphia fans to bring back one of our own, Aaron Nola, and there's still more to follow with the Phillies, and we'll track it here and review each signing as we go at the Bell Ringer Report, powered by Heat Ratio Sports Network. This is Dave Gleckner. Until tomorrow.